Hi Aries, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Aries, and we're focusing on the week of the 25th through the 31st. I am going to do the same thing I did last week. I'm going to pull the additional Sun, Rising, and Moon positions, so make sure that you stay till the end so that you can get your additional messages while I talk about the astrology. So basically, we have a continuation of Gemini on Monday, and it's going to be a really, really good day. And I really hope that people take advantage of Monday, because Tuesday's going to suck for a lot of people. We have 3 squares that are happening in the sign of the Moon in Cancer. So this week belongs to Gemini, switching over to Cancer, going into Leo, and then it ends off the week again with the Moon positions in the sign of Virgo. So if you have any of those in your chart, Aries, then, make sure that you maybe cross-watch those other videos to get a little bit more information, but let's just go ahead and get into it. So the best days that we have in the week are technically going to be Monday, and then the other day is going to be Friday leading into Saturday. So if any of you individuals are taking festivities in Samhain, Halloween, things of that particular nature, then, this weekend is going to be a really good time for you guys to take advantage of that. The best thing that I can say about what's getting ready to happen for this particular week is there's a lot of push, a lot of momentum. But what's going to happen, especially when we get to the day of, I would say Thursday, and then I would say probably Saturday are the days that we have a little bit more challenges. And it's not because there aren't good things happening in the universe. It happens to be that we have a lot of good things that are happening in the universe. But there's going to be a lot of airy-fairy energy for a lot of people. And we've been pushed down so hard with the different things that were going on with all the retrogrades that were in place that it's starting to open up, thank you, for people that are managing their forward momentum, which is great. But the problem for some people is going to be how you handle the different energies that are getting ready to come through. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. And so just a little bit of cautious optimism for people when it comes to this particular week. Again, Monday is going to be great beginning of the week. You're going to start seeing some shifting patterns happening on Wednesday. Therefore, Thursday could be a little bit wonky for people. Saturday could be a little bit wonky for people as far as how fast they're trying to push things forward. But that Sun in Scorpio that we have on Thursday is going to be a really good... on Saturday is going to be a really good opportunity for pushing the momentum of the change that want to happen. So I would just say, have your ideas organized for what it is that you want to do, and just be as gracious as you possibly can. Maybe take a couple of step backs to really focus on what it is that you need to do, and then getting down to the brass tacks. Okay. There's a lot of momentum technically that happens on Saturday itself, so I will focus on that day when we get down to that day. Now this week we actually have the fairies that wanted to come out and honor the different Sun, Moon, and Rising positions, so I'm pulling an additional card there, and then we'll get started with the regular reading, okay? Yeah, there's a lot. We've got the Sun in Mercury, which has a square with Saturn in Aquarius. So that big, expansive energy that we want to have for moving forward in the creation aspect. And how do we best get that done with the changes? So just watch your tone, I would say, for a lot of people. Watch out for Saturday's tone. Of course, it is a day that people are going to be doing a lot of holiday prep and doing those different types of things. But then we also have the Moon that's transitioning into the sign of Virgo. And so it will force some things to be a little bit more practical. So just be aware of those energies. Okay, so we have the energies for Aries Sun, Aries Rising, and then the Aries Moon. And we'll read those at the end of the standard reading here, okay? Alrighty, so as we always start, we're going to start off with the with the sacred geometry. And I will read the details for crystal suggestions at the end for people. So here we go. This is for all Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you. So many of you, and I need to make sure I find, okay, many of you are going to be balancing or rebalancing the things that it is that you want to be able to bring forward, okay? Balance and rebalance, kind of like the energy of Libra in a sense, but balancing and then rebalancing something that might have gone a little bit off skew, okay? We still have Venus in play this week, and so I'm sure that's going to show up when we start talking about Wednesday and Thursday's energy for sure. We got Venus and Sagittarius energy. That fire energy that we talked about last week is still with us. So Venus wants to be able to balance out some of those new ideas and how you're starting to take step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the days of the week here for our Aries. Aries, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, please, for Aries. Wow. Yeah, you guys got a lot going on here. Thank you. Thursday. Friday. Wow, okay. Move those over. Saturday and Sunday. Wow, thank you. And Sunday for Aries, please. Ooh, thank you. Super fast. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of you guys that are ready to push forward. You're coming out of a challenging situation, many of you, and you're ready to start moving forward in the right direction. So as I've done for the past few weeks in the month of October, again, these cards are not technically meant to be read in the reverse position, so we will clarify again with the in-between. And then we'll do a further clarification where needed with the White Sage Tarot or the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Let's get a numerology card for our Aries quickly, please, and then I will go into the days of the week. All right. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, the 25th through the 31st. You got 2. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Well, they're clarifying that there's a change that's on its way for you. Okay. 5s are the energy of change, which is the same card that we had here. And then what they're saying is that you're almost at the end of completing the old situation so that the new one can show up again. Okay. So again, that's the reason why this week could be a little bit wonky, because it's not just you that's trying to move forward. It's everyone that's trying to move forward. And, you know, there could be a little bit of energetic challenges with that. We do have a lot of extra Oracle cards that are going to come out this week. So I'm going to try to take my time and be as thorough as I possibly can with everything. To make sure that you're getting all of the messages that you can. All right. Well, let's go through it. We have 3. Okay, we got the energy of 222 that's sitting here. So this is going to be the right week for you guys to start making some changes, Aries, and this is kind of what we've got going on. On Monday, we have the energy of the spiritual union. So that's the 2 of Cups energy. That's emotional energy. That's the energy of 2 people coming together that have like mind, same thought process about how things need to go down. On Tuesday, we have the energy of needing to be aware of what's in front of you with this third eye chakra card. And it has a lot to do with movement and choices and decisions that are on their way towards you. So some of you are really trying hard to balance. This card showed up in the reverse. Some of you are really trying hard to balance a situation. And for some of you, it's going to have a lot to do with relationship healing and moving forward. A lot of you, it's going to have a lot to do with taking this new job, which are the main 2 scenarios that are being presented to me right here. On Wednesday, we have the energy of making sure that you are being kind with your words. We have the throat chakra in the reverse position. I'm being told to leave it there because there's an obstacle or a challenge that you are going to be able to get through. But what you have to do, like I said, is you have to be ready to accept someone else's thought process. So we have this huge energy of the moon changing into the sign of Cancer on Wednesday. And then we have aggressive Mars that's pushing through. And it is trying to talk to Libra. So there's going to be some obstacles and challenges that are going to be presenting themselves to you. So they're just saying watch your tone and watch your words as best as you possibly can on Wednesday, Aries, okay? Therefore, on Thursday, you will be in a better position. You will have made this decision or this choice. We have the Two of Wands energy that's here. We always talk about the Two of Wands, no longer having to wait for information. There's a decision that's very likely that has been made. And now you are just at the point where you're trying to change a couple of other different things in the area, okay? When we move into the energy of Thursday, no, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, beg pardon. We have a lot of fire energy here. We have the Four of Rods or Wands, however you learned the terminology, that kind of shows up here. Now, this is the day where we actually still have that whole Venus and Mars aggressive energy that has a big sextile with what's going on with that whole Jupiter in Aquarius energy. So again, Mars is pushing very strongly, trying to get some things balanced out. But the Aquarian energy that we have going into Saturn, that whole expansive changing of things, new ideas, how we want to get things done, it's very aggressive. And even though Libra's going to sit here and try to balance it out, we do have another change, because this is the day that we also have the moon entering into the sign of Leo. So it puts a little bit more aggressive energy that's on the day. For some people, and even if it's not you that's feeling it, someone else could possibly be feeling that kind of energy. But we also have the Leo energy, which is squaring, okay, the whole sun in Scorpio. So what's going to happen with that day is that's just a lot of pushing energy against each other, against the change that you're trying to bring forward for expansion. There's just a lot of challenges for some people on this particular day. So we will definitely get into the clarifier of that. When we get into the energy of more parts of the weekend here, that's Friday, the Four of Rods, Four of Wands in reverse. Now we have a change that's happening here on Saturday. We have the Eight of Pentacles that's in the reverse position, which is why I'm saying that some of you guys are literally going to go through this big challenge when it comes to work or working or projects and things like that that you've been working on. Okay, so this really is a good time for many of you to really get together. You can pull out the wallet a little bit if it's coming towards something that you've really needed and you've been holding on for a bit. This may not be the right day for you though, okay? The energy that we have on Sunday is that we have the partnerships and alliances, which is now the Three of Rods, also in the reverse position. So this is where practicality comes in when the moon in Virgo starts to come in, all right? So some of you are contemplating finances, and some of this information is talking about the completion of a relationship of some way, shape, fashion, or form, a change of it, okay? So I got this interesting email the other day because somebody said to me, well, you never say definitively whether or not I'm breaking up with this person or not. No, I'm very careful if I'm not doing a personal relationship reading to say that your relationship is going to change. And the reason it's going to change is because either you or the other person are making yourselves heard to that other partner, and sometimes it's going to result in change. Sometimes that change is for the better, and sometimes that change is, well, I don't want to say better or worse, but one way or another, your relationship or the cycle of your relationship has to change. And so I'm never going to definitively, unless I'm getting in my ear, they're breaking up, this is the done. If all the cards show up, then I will go there. But I try to be very cautious when I talk about relationships, because it's very hard when you're doing it in a general format unless the cards are extremely we're done, we're done, we're done. But think about what change means to you, right? Change could be changing the way that you communicate with your partner. And it doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. And that's the whole thing when we get the Two of Cups. We get the Two of Cups, it's someone that you have a like-minded thought process with. It could be a child. It could be a parent. It could be a best friend. It could be anyone that's involved in that relationship, okay? The situation ship. That situation is only going to make sense to you based upon the details that I'm providing. And here's the thing. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't try to force it to fix. There's other signs that you can watch, because maybe this isn't the week. So I'm sorry I went off on a tangent, but it happened to be that someone from Aries emailed me, and so I just wanted to really kind of clarify that again. You are responsible for the changes that happen in your life. When you get this type of information, it's a heads up to you about the things that are showing up as far as potentials, but you will always have free will in the situation. And you can modify and edit the different things that are getting ready to show up for you in your pattern. So I just, again, I needed to put that out there because I didn't mind getting the feedback, but I needed to make sure that I was making my point there for you. Okay. Now, again, these cards technically are not to be read in the reverse position, but because the majority of the week does look like you are contemplating this change, you're getting ready to make a decision when it comes to relationship, partnership, okay, situationship, whether it's personal, friend, or business. The 2 days that are absolutely unequivocally not to be challenged is the fact that on Monday, where things are looking really, really good and in a very strong position, and Wednesday, you're being asked to overcome, especially with your words. We're going to go ahead and focus on the remainder of the week. So let's go ahead and dive into what is going on Tuesday for our Aries. What is it they may be not seeing with this third eye chakra that's here? Movement, choices, and decisions. Okay, here we go. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so we have the Sun with Judgment. So that's Pluto energy. Someone made a decision in the past. That's pretty much what it's going on here. I'm surprised. Let's see if we get the Two of Pentacles that shows up here. Someone in the relationship didn't see it coming. Okay, thank you, universe. Yeah, and we have the Ace of Coins in the reverse position. They were challenging themselves on that Ace of Coins into the Two of Coins. Is there anything else? Thank you. Okay, so pretty much what I said here is that there's somebody that's in this relationship, situationship, partnership, however that could potentially be meaningful for you, that has made a decision to move forward. So the Two of Pentacles is a lot of balancing of energies. There's a person that's potentially being pulled in two different directions and finding it very, very hard. And so when the Two of Pentacles shows up in the reverse position, the hardest thing that needed to get dropped is being dropped. So with the Sun and the Judgment card that shows up here, okay, I want to show you this one because it's a very beautiful image. And what this means is you being ready to be ready to be ready. This is like your higher team stepping forward and showing you this is what needs to happen. Now, this would present in the past position. So one of you in this relationship, in this partnership, in this situationship, got the call to, it's okay. We want to be able to do this new thing, and we now have to be able to drop this. This may not be received very well from the current partner or the other person in this situation because they're like, what's going on with this timing? The Ace of Coins in the reverse position is that this is a timing card for sure. Literally, it's a timing card into the Two of Coins. And they're saying, well, why did you do that? And what you are saying, because Aries, this is you, being in the King of Cups position at this moment, saying, no, I've thought about this. I understand what needs to get done. I need to move forward in life. And even though you might not have been expecting it at this particular moment, this is time for me to move on towards my new happy moment as the King of Cups is transitioning into the Page of Cups. And I like that energy. They are asking me to go another card here. All right, so we'll use this. Nope, they want the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Here we go. Okay. Why is Aries' partner upset? Well, that was fast. Thank you. Because they thought with the Moon in Aries, protection in reverse, with Saturn in Leo, they're thinking publicly that they're going to be affected by this. It's not really their decision, but I'm just trying to help out here, okay? So it's not Aries. Aries, you're feeling pretty strong about this particular situation. This is definitely your partner. So, yeah, here we go. So what's going on here, your partner, Aries, whoever it is, personal, domestic, whatever the case may be, business, there is something that they are not seeing with how much work and time you've put into this whole situation. And so this is what I want to share with you. Again, we have the Moon in Aries with the protection. They are going to feel like what the decision you're making is leaving them out a little bit. They're concerned about what this means on a public persona, okay? And I'll just bring that closer. They're concerned about the way that they're going to come out looking. It's a little bit funky kind of energy, but... And this is Sagittarius energy in Leo. So you definitely are going to be seeing this energy pop up when we get to the energy of Saturday. That's where this work shows up not working or not wanting to work. What they're not seeing in the situation about you is that you have the sun in Scorpio energy, which is called endurance. Right? They're not seeing that about you. They're not seeing how much time and effort you put into this particular situation. But you're like, screw you. I've got some original ideas. This is the Aquarius energy that I was talking about earlier. Okay, this is the Aquarius energy, originality. And this is also supported by Mercury. So you've been thinking about trying to do this for a while. And you may have dropped subtle hints to this partner. They just haven't really picked it up, and now they have no choice but to deal with the information. So that's kind of what's going on here. Thank you, universe, for helping me to get down to the brass tacks with that one. Therefore, you're going to get through this obstacle and change. Just choose your words wisely with how you present this information to your partner, whoever that is. You've already made the decision with this Two of Rods information. Let's see what else we can get for our Aries then. Something is pushing you, something very, very passionate. That was very quick. Thank you so much for this. Okay, and there's one more. We'll go ahead and grab that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so for Aries, like I said, you have been really, really tired, and you've been really trying to communicate out to the universe as well as to other people, trying to make things work behind the scenes so that you could get to this choice, okay? And what it basically boils down to is you now have, again, a king into a page scenario here. You have the ability to take some learning and to share something with somebody else here. And it's going to provide you with this happy moment. So the Ten of Cups transitioning into the Ace of Cups here is really, you have a lot of the things that it is that you want, but you really are looking to expand into a different area. So it could be lots of different ways that expansion comes up, but you definitely are ready to expand something. And basically what we have here is the Queen of Coins transitioning into the King of Coins. This situation or this choice that you're making, Aries, damn, this is a really good situation here. Ten of Cups with the King and the Queen. Not only are you mentally and physically and spiritually in alignment with the different choices and things that are coming up, there isn't anyone that could have talked you out of this position. And so, hey, that's very strong. Is there anything else I need to clarify here? No. Okay. So when we get to the energy of Friday and we've got the Four of Rods now in the reverse position. So in this card, it's called Foundations and Achievements, okay? But it literally is something to do with business or physical location, all right? If you've been unhappy in a relationship, if you've been unhappy in a partnership, if you've been unhappy with work, if you've been unhappy with whatever the case may be, this is the universe saying, well, you know, it's still 11:11 energy, walking through that gate, keeping your blinders, like going forward with whatever it is that you needed to do, Aries. Let's see what we've got here. Eight of Cups in the reverse position. You've considered staying. You considered this for a very long time. You put a lot of thought process into this. What else do we have here for Aries? I'm going to shuffle that one back up. I can feel that there's several cards that want to come out, so let's just go slow. All right, Aries. Wow. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you've considered this a lot. You had a light bulb moment that went off. What I'm getting is that whatever decision it is that you're at, you probably started this conversation back in August, is really what I'm getting. Potential that you started a lot of this conversation. You had the opportunity to go from the Knight of Swords into this Queen of Swords energy, which is where the sword showed up here. Yeah. There was a lot of back and forth about trying to drop the hints to this particular person and them just really not getting it, is what I'm getting here. Okay? You're trying to be very decisive. You are trying to tell this person, I'm moving. I've got to do this. I got to go and do me. And this person wasn't really trying to hear it. But here's the situation. The Three of Swords is transitioning into the Four of Swords. You're leaving and you're doing it. It may not be the easiest situation or thing for you to step into, but you're going to do it because you know that on the other side of this change is going to be a really good type of situation for you. So some of you again are moving home, or you're leaving a job. And if you're leaving a home with somebody else, then obviously there's a change that's happening, okay? 8 of Pentacles in the reverse position, not working, okay? Not putting the effort, not doing the physical work, not seeing the results at the end of the day, not getting your bang for your buck. Man, they're giving me a whole lot of bunch of one-liners. All right, what else do we have for Aries on this 8 of Pentacles in reverse on Saturday? Well, again, you're totally solid with the decision that you've made with regards to this change, the moon and the sun. You floated in this in the past. You marinated. You connected the dots in your brain. You know exactly what you're doing, Aries. Okay? Wow. Yep. You came out of your personal ego out of this particular situation. You came out of your personal ego. You were so tired of being done and not getting the help from other people in the situation. This 9 into the 10 of Wands. This is what took you to that point where you said, I'm done. I'm dropping this situation. And here's what's gorgeous about it. There we go. The Emperor and the Empress. We've got Aries back in your total power. You are, again, the divine masculine and the divine feminine within you coming in very, very strong because you're like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to let somebody push me around. I'm not going to allow myself to be unhappy. They said take another couple of cards. Okay, so what is Aries' partner going to do in this situation? They are going to support you. They're not going to be super happy about it, but they are going to support you in this situation. We do have the sun in Leo. So that talks about fortune. They are realizing that this is the best decision for what it is that you have to do. And the other card that we have that shows up here is the energy of Jupiter in Sagittarius. We talked about that a little bit. Pushing forward with the thing that is absolutely right for you. So again, we have Leo and Sagittarius and Venus that are in placement on this day, okay, that it's going to be supportive, okay? They are going to realize that something is not working. Therefore, this 3 of Rods, this waiting for the ships to come in or realizing that this partnership or this relationship has to change is on the forefront. What do we have here for Aries on Sunday? Mercury and Libra is trining with that whole Jupiter and Aquarius energy that's here on this particular day. So that's a gorgeous energy. Yeah, Justice in the reverse with the Hangman. Whatever needed to be revealed was revealed. They're telling me you pretty much nailed it with the previous card, but there is another card that's in here just to help you. There we go. Do you want both of them? Okay, good. Thank you. All right. You heeded a warning in the past. That is for sure. King of Cups in the reverse position. I know it sounds really, really weird, but you were very, very unhappy in the past, and you let a lot of stuff slide. You did. And it took you a long time to get to this position. Now, the other thing with this one is that there's definitely a water sign that is involved with you, or you have a lot of heavy water in your chart, okay? So it could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But the unhappiness, because that's basically the thing that was going on. You realized something was going on. I got to go. 6 of Cups. I got to find my balance in a new situation so that I can put down new roots and I can get to the point where I can start this new situation for myself, okay? They want me to take one more card, but they want me to use my littles here. Yeah, you definitely saw the warning signs about something that was going on. So for many of you, you actually are listening very much to Spirit at this particular moment, helping to guide you. I feel really weird with this shirt. And you're following the cues, you're following what your higher self, you're following what your higher guidance is trying to share with you. You're definitely following up on this situation, and this is going to lead to a triumphant position. It honestly is. This is gorgeous. But let's see, what else do we want to? What did you want me to clarify? They said the Justice and the Hangman. Okay. Justice. Whatever you were going through was not right. It was not for you. It was not balanced. It was not honest. And it was slowing your progress with the Fool in the reverse position. Thank you. This is your time. Ace of Pentacles. Bam. Thank you, universe, for helping me with that information. You're not going to be looking back over your shoulder. You're not going to be wondering, should I or shouldn't I? This is absolutely critically, bam, spot on for what it is that you needed to be able to understand about what was going on. Again, this whole situation is about balance or rebalancing, okay? Libra energy, like I told you, 100% about change. Sorry for flipping you off. Because you're completing the old business so that you can start a new cycle. We're going to pull out a couple of different oracles at this particular moment. I know that was very strong and forceful, guys, but, you know, I just do what they tell me, okay? What do you guys want me to bring out here to support the remainder of the reading? Okay, so we are going to pull a mystical wisdom. We're also going to pull an angel and then an ascended master card for you, and then I will go into the sun, moon, rising before I read the details for the balance card. Okay, so mystical wisdom for our Aries going through this big change for balancing and completing. Oh, thank you, super fast. we have Archangel Raphael, okay, talking about healing body, mind, and spirit. Okay, if you're going through a challenge, if you think that this is a little bit challenging for you during this process, make sure that you call on Archangel Raphael to support you. Sorry, there's a lot of angelic energy in here right now, so it's just... All right, so I wonder then, let's go into the angel cards and let's see. No, you want the blue ones. Okay, let's go with the blue ones. Thank you. They want the blue angel cards, so we're going to go in with our angel prayers and then pull the Ascended Master card, okay? All right, angel prayers for our Aries, the 25th through the 31st with all this other fun stuff. What do we got? Oh, I don't even know how to say that. Well, you have another master that's sitting here, even though this isn't the master deck, but you've got two different things. Some of you are highly connected to your spirit animal. And if you don't know what your spirit animal is, you can definitely go into meditation and just ask your angels or your pantheon of people to show you. And you might get a glimpse of it. You might hear it. You might consistently be seeing an animal in your environment, especially if you don't already have a domestic pet. You could be seeing, and here's what I'm being told. I'm being told wolf, and I'm being told hawk. So some of you might constantly be seeing them in places where they shouldn't be. Or like if you live in the city, like you're seeing them. If you are in the countryside, you're very much aware of them, but you're also seeing them on billboards and on advertisements and things of that particular nature. So just know that if you are looking to figure out who your spirit animal is, to ask, and others of you are very much utilizing the spirit animal energy. And I get why they wanted me to do this. Archangel Sandalphon. Okay, the miracle of prayer. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon, for helping me to answer my prayers. So I think I've talked about this maybe one or two times before, but Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon are basically twin energy, if you will, brothers. Archangel Metatron manages the galactic grid that brings down the solar rays to help us. He's in charge of the Christ grid, KRYST, the Christed ones, the Christed beings. He is responsible for all of the archangels. Archangel Sandalphon is responsible for the earthen grid. Okay, so the two of them together balance the energies of what needs to happen within the cosmos. I could talk hours and hours about this. I think that's coming up on my Facebook page. But long and short of it, Archangel Sandalphon being responsible for the earthen area. Whenever you pray and you are communicating with the universe about your needs, whether it's written down, maybe you do moon magic or those different types of things, especially if you are being grounded, he makes sure that those details are getting called up here. So you've been working on this for a hot minute, Aries, is all I'm trying to tell you. And then you are going to be so happy and so joyful in all the things that are getting ready to come up for you. Okay. All right, let's move forward. And we're going to pull a Keeper of a Light for you here. All right. This is for Aries. Okay, thank you. And you got Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. I love that. Protection. The ultimate protection coming from the universe as well. You're safe in this change. Your angels are definitely close. If you have any questions and any challenges with that, make sure that you surrender those concerns and allow the miracle for what it is that you've been asking for to show up for you. Okay, so you've got a lot of angelic protection that's here. You got Raphael to the east, you got Michael to the south, you got Sandalphon from below, the earthen grid. Your spirit animals are stepping forward, and I think that's totally, totally awesome. Okay, is there anything else before I move forward? Concluded. Thank you. All right. So let me move these little dudes up out of the way. All right. And let's go for the different signage here. Oh, no, they said go into this one first. All right. We'll do this one first. So we're going to go into the sacred geometry first. Give me 3 seconds. Reach over here. So card 32, indicating a change, being right at the forefront of that change. Balance and rebalance. Okay. The mantra, if you need a little bit of support this week, is I am centered, stable, and balanced. I am centered, stable, and balanced. I am centered, stable, and balanced. And so it is, you guys. So the first step has already begun once you've recognized that the state of being is going, okay? You can use the geometry of this actual card in meditation or while laying down. So if you take a picture of this, maybe you want to print it out. But you can use this image by placing it on the body to help you rebalance. You can also place a glass of water on it so it absorbs the frequency. Water magic is very important. And it absorbs the frequency of balance so that when you drink it, you are rebalancing any chakra that might be a little bit out of alignment as well. Writing is helpful for you as well, as especially talking with some situations with people that you really do trust. And even if that's your own pantheon of people and you're calling them into your environment, really try to make sure that that happens. Okay, so interesting. Let me just grab this back here. Do I have my Moki balls? I don't know that I have my Moki balls here. These are the suggestions for you to help balance, okay? Their suggestion, Moki balls or boji stones, magnetite if you have it, and or sodalite. So this is sodalite. I have that one in front of me. My other stones are not in reach. The idea of the Moki balls or the boji stones or shaman stones, okay, I have some of those on my website, is you put one in one hand and you put one in the other. And usually they come in pairs, a male and a female version of the stone. But if you put the male and the female in your hands, it really does energetically just balance you out just by holding them. But sodalite has the same thing, especially when it comes to the throat chakra. So the only difference between sodalite, oh, I didn't take my sticker off. The only difference between sodalite and lapis lazuli is that lapis has pyrite in it for grounding and sodalite does not, but is very good for the throat chakra and communicating. Also connecting it back up to the third eye as well. So those are the suggestions for crystals that they have out of this particular card. Okay, if you can get your hands on a shaman stone, I really suggest like getting them. They're tiny but mighty powerful little dudes. Okay, I'll just put this guy up here like that. Okay, so that's their suggestion there. Now, if you are an Aries sun, these are your additional messages. Libra energy, I balance. Fantastic, okay? Fire and passion, you have something that you want to do, okay? So the universe is trying to help you balance these situations so that you can move forward. Cracked open is a huge energetic card. It means you did everything that you could do. The universe is literally saying you're done or you got to a point where you said, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. It is time for me to move forward. So they want you to surrender to the alchemy of life, the things that are happening within the background. And they use the word rock bottom here, but really what it means is that you've done everything that you can do. You cannot go any further with the current place that you are in. Oh, wow. And the fairies are here to talk to you about your journey. It's time to prepare for a journey, period. It may be impromptu or planned out. Either way, make sure that you are ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now is what they say. Well, I want to show you what this looks like. This beautiful energy of the fairies coming through to help out as well. All right. Aries Sun. If you're an Aries rising, how these messages meet for you is, whoa, interesting. Especially for some of you individuals that are very, very deep into your spiritual path. This is Yod energy. This is destiny. Okay, so if you know your natal chart, go and find out your North Node specifically. I would say go take a look at that. That will be helpful. Okay, but the Yod talking about its destiny. I'm just referring back to the book real quick. I just want to make sure I pull out what we've got here. Doodly doot, doodly doot, doodly doot. Scooby-Doobying it around here. Just want to make sure I've got the detail right here for you. Hello, computer. They're laughing at me. Why can't I find this? Oh, yeah. The clarity that you received with the Ace of Swords. Okay, it showed up. Destiny. Okay. Something was underway here. New moon promise. You probably did some work in the past. You did some praying in the past. You probably used the new moon energy to help talk about these new wishes and wants. New moon promise coming into the situation for you here. Wow. Bringing an unconscious situation to light is what we have here with the Seas of Mintanka. So Starseed energy, the Seas of Mintanka, you'll know what that is if you resonate as being a starseed here within this part of your home planet, okay? And a lot of what had to occur in order for you to get there was a little bit of hermit solitude mode. Okay, you take all of this in right now. I'm going to read this card. So think of being alone as meaning you are all one within yourself, within your Two of Cups, total harmony. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With everything that's going on. And the greatest treasures are those that wait silently during your quiet time. So there's a little bit more information that could potentially be on its way if you will just take some time and realize these changes really are for you, and just go in and do a little meditating. So praying is asking for the universe, and meditating is listening for the answer, regardless of what it shows up to be. Okay. Now, if you are an Aries moon, here are your messages. Super sexy. I gotta find where Aries is in my chart. Okay. Grand Trine blessings. Please see this. Please see this as a blessing for you. Okay. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I just want to double check this one as well real quick. Yeah. Balance. There was a lot of balance that had to happen. This is the energy of temperance. It is balance. It's the alchemy of the universe, doing things behind the scenes. It also has a lot to do with being patient and waiting for this particular moment as well. Ooh, woman, what did you just do? Woman! Oh, here they are. I'm like, what did I just do? You have shaman. We're talking about ancient wisdom that is within you and or guiding you at this particular moment. Love, 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 love this card. Very strong, okay? Grounding energy, inner earth. You may have questions or concerns, but you will survive this because new solutions and new beginnings are intertwined at once, okay? Inner earth, fairy magic. And one more time, fairies are specifically talking about this being a magical blessing for you. I'll read the card. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. And the fairies say you have the capacity to bless others too. I'm going to put these two together because this is meaningful for somebody that's out there. Okay, you have the gift. You have it within you, and perhaps this is what you're changing. You're getting out of a standard daily 9 to 5 type of a role, and you're kicking the 3D matrix to the curve, and you're moving now more into the 5D matrix. But, you know, that's what I have for you, Aries, and I'm very excited. I'm being serious. I'm going to go get my chart, and I'm going to figure out where Aries is hanging out in my chart. It's probably going to be hanging out close to Sagittarius. But regardless of whether you are a sun, rising, or a moon sign of Aries, I really hope that you got a lot out of this reading. If you are looking for a personal and you want to dig down into your specific information and have me channel your guides, your angels, whoever else is in your energy, sometimes it's crossed over loved ones. It depends upon how open you are. Then make sure that you take a look at the description box below, and then you'll find all the information that you need in order to book in with me. I also have listed all of the cards that I have used to give proper credit to those that have channeled the information, as far as all the different oracles that are here. And I think it's important, especially if you're looking to, maybe you're gravitating to a specific deck that I've used, that you kind of know where to go get it. Okay, so that is what I have for you. Many, 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 many blessings, Aries. Enjoy this particular part of the season. We will talk to you next week. Bye for now.